Hey, Bio 1 students, Mr. Yantz. I'm going to show you how to do Bohr models. This is a good chemistry thing to show how the electrons rotate around the nucleus of an atom. And we talked about covalent ionic bonds and the valence electrons, that outer shell, how important it is that we get that full so an atom is stable, and how we either can share electrons or we can transfer electrons. So this is just a visual way of showing that. So what you need to do is I'm going to give you an element. I'm going to work on the worksheet. I'll work through chlorine with you and show you how that works. And then you'll see how to do the rest of them. So I'm going to give you an element. So you need to go to that periodic table that I have online. It's in Google Classroom. And you're going to look at this element. So in this example, I got chlorine. Hopefully you can see that on the video there. And chlorine has an atomic number of 17. Okay. So that means it's got 17 protons. So you're going to go into the nucleus of, I got these drawn on the worksheet for you. You're going to go into the nucleus at the middle of the target there, and you're just going to put P equals 17 because we know that we have 17 protons because that's the atomic number. All right. Now, we also can show neutrons the same way. Now, you got to look at the number below. If you remember, this is atomic mass, which is the weighted averages of the isotopes. And this is 35.45, so we don't need to round it because it's below 0.5. So to get 35, if I have 17 protons, then I have 18 neutrons, because the two of those added together is 35, which is your atomic mass or mass number. Okay, so chemistry teachers might show you different ways of doing that. They might have you put pluses and zeros in there. But for biology, we're just going to keep it simple and talk about, put P equals what or N equals what. Okay, now, what I'm really looking for is that's part of it, but how many electrons do I have? Well, we know that an atom is neutral, right? So we have the same protons as we do electrons. So I have 17 electrons. So what you need to remember is a 288 thing. 2 is the maximum number we can put in the first orbit. 8's the second. 8's the third. You can have less than that, but that's the maximum. Now, we always fill Bohr models from the inside out. Okay, so I'm going to always start with the first orbit. Now, I don't care where you put them on the circle, as long as you get the right number in the right orbit. Okay, some people like to pair them up. I think the instructions say start on the right and work your way to the left. I don't really care, but we're going to put 2 electrons in here. So I'm going to put 2 dots, and that's where I start. Now, I have to get to 17. So I have 15 more to put in. So I'm going to start on the right side. I'm going to go out to the next orbit. So orbit number 2 can hold up to 8. So I start here, and I just go counterclockwise. That's what the instructions say. Okay. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm up to 10. I got 2 in the first orbit, 8 in the second orbit. I still need 7 more, right, to get to 17. So I start over here and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm done. I have my 17 in. This would have 1 valence electron short, so we'd probably go out and try to find that from somewhere and share it with somebody. So that's what you're going to do. So I'm going to give you an element. You're going to look it up on the periodic table. You're going to see what the atomic number is. And that's going to be your proton number and your electron number in this case. Okay. See what the mass is and subtract the electron or the protons from that, and that's to determine how many protons you have. So if it's 0.5 or above, round it up. If it's below 0.5, just keep it where it's at. And that's how you do a Bohr model. Pretty simple. Try it. If you have questions, email me, or I'll see you in class maybe, and we'll figure it out from there. All right. Hey, have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.